Hi, it's Elizabeth Gilbo here with an instructional design class of project management. Here I have done a project of a residential deck build. I did it in my own home. We tore down an old deck and we built a new one. The scope of the project is a process that you do at the very beginning, and it kind of goes through all of the steps on what you're going to need to do the project. How much it's going to cost, what are you going to need, how long is it going to take, from start to finish. For the cost of this project, I broke down all of the pieces that we would need to do this project. When you think about building a deck, you think of just the wood, but in turn, you really need a lot more than just the wood. One thing that really surprised me was the cost of the hardware that goes with the deck, nails and screws and joist. So the cost of this deck ended up being around $3,500. Our budget was $4,500, so we came in under budget, not because of the quality, but just to be safe in case we needed to buy anything extra or we messed anything up. We could always have that little wiggle room to buy more material if needed. For quality assurance, this is an area where you want to make sure that you can give confidence in your stakeholders that you're going to give them the quality that they are expecting. In this case, we were the stakeholders and we knew that we were going to do everything possible to make sure that our deck was safe for our family and it met every desire that we wanted. For the risk, you always have costs that could change. There could be a breakdown in your delivery. You could have supplier issues. So those are all things that we had to consider when thinking about the risk of the project. For the resources here, we had myself, my husband, vendors, inspectors, and our local garbage company. That all were the resources that we used for this project. The time for the project, we allotted 1 week to completely tear down and rebuild the deck. The timing did go a little bit over because the weather was not on our side and we had storm after storm and it was just too wet to finish building. But since this was our own project, we waited till it dried out and finished it. And here's some actual pictures of our deck. The connection that project management has with instructional design, well, they're completely connected. You have to have project management when doing instructional design. Someone has to oversee the project to make sure that it is done in the order it needs to be done. Everybody is connected. And it stays on the time limit that is allotted. You have to have project management when you do instructional design. They just go hand in hand.